Cancer, welcome back to Shacey Tarot. For those of you returning, for those of you brand new, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your patience. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to use a mini tarot dice for those of you that are brand new. For those of you returning, you've seen me before, you've seen me use them, and I love them. So bear with me while we get into it and find out what your messages are. I've also got the Jumbo Tarot dice, which is the Major Arcana. So Major Arcana means major life changes. Don't go anywhere. Stay till the end. We're going to get messages from whoever you're dealing with. The love messages for you. Finance, career, family, home, anything could show up in here. I can't control what comes out. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're going to use a double-decker vintage deck, 1960s and the 1970s, so really old. And I'm going to get your person's energy, see what they're feeling towards you, what are their blockages. This could be somebody brand new, somebody coming towards you in the future. Could be somebody you haven't met yet, a crush, an ex, you name it. Okay, again, remember, it is general, right? So personal readings are open at shacey.com. Of course, that is more geared towards your individual energy because I calculate your chart. But this is not going to resonate for everybody. For some, it may immediately, and for some, it can definitely take months from now to resonate, up to years. I've had things happen, well, up to me for a year, but up to just past year, it's been more like 2 years. So each one of you are on your divine paths at different times. Let's get into it. I know we're anxious. I'm anxious. So while I'm reading you the tarot dice, I'm going to pull your messages for near the end of your reading from your person. Okay, so wow, interesting. There has been somebody really deep diving here. I feel about you, your connection. Some of you could be seeing multiple ones, 111. This is somebody that maybe you feel wasn't on the up and up. Like maybe you felt like they weren't being honest with you. Maybe you felt like there was a toxic dynamic here. Because for some of you, I feel like there was more than one feminine involved. Okay, so whoever the feminine is, I feel like there was more than one involved. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be somebody else to do with love. It can be a sister. It can be, you know, an aunt. It can be a mother. It can be somebody that's an ex or a crush of this person, somebody interested in your person. It could be anybody. But what I'm seeing here is that this person wants to come towards you. They want to make you an offer. They want to take you out. They want to take you out on the town and wine and dine you and give you flowers and, you know, dinner and all those things. And they're trying to figure out, you know, how to kind of tell you the truth about what's been going on. Okay, because this person, I feel, you know, you may have emotionally disconnected from them or have tried to, but they're coming in with a solid offer. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this person means business. They are coming to you at a Knight and Page level. But the reason for that, we've got the Page of Wands and King of Wands, is because they're excited about your connection. They're excited to tell you something, okay? And I feel for some of you that this person has taken the time to really think during this time apart. Has really taken the time to really think about your connection. I feel like this person has somebody that has been really, really attached to them, okay? And I feel like they're going to tell you the truth that they're on this break from this person and they really are trying to get away from this person, but this person is obsessive about them. So they're difficult to break away from. Okay, so that's what I've got. And again, it can be a codependent relationship with a mother, with a sister, with a daughter. I'm getting a very feminine type of energy, but somebody that latches on really tight and is not letting go. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the Psychic Tarot deck has to say. So again, take what resonates for your situation. Some of you, you know, depending on who's watching, it may play out vice versa, right? It may play out from your perspective. What is going on, please, for Cancer? What do we need to know? What are the messages? Don't forget to hit the like button. Fantastic and free way to support these free readings. Really appreciate it. And not only that, but it helps support your fellow Cancerians. So it's truly, really very important to do that so that others can hear these messages. Okay. Wow. detached, sadness and isolation. So for some of you, you may have detached from this person. You feel sadness, you feel isolated from them, or they you, and it can be both of you. But I feel like it's because they are in a codependent situation that they kind of feel bound and tied to. This person they're trying to get away from. Point blank period. That's what I'm seeing. They're trying to detach from this person. This person is holding on. Yeah. Okay, wow. So there you go. That's like having the Ace of Wands. You've given this person a spark, you know, like you have sparked the excitement in them. You bring out that King of Wands in them. You bring out the part of them that, you know, they may have emotionally detached from a lot of people, because they haven't felt that spark in a long time, I feel, until you came into their life. And again, you know, this may not have happened yet. This could be somebody brand new that you're coming into your life you haven't met yet. It could be. Either way, this person, you know, has taken the time to really think about their life, where they've been, where they want to go, what their future looks like. I feel like they see you in it, okay? For some of you here, this person already has been, you know, feeling attached to you, and they see you as their future spouse is what I'm getting. Because you have, you know, again sparked this really exciting, you can see the rainbow there, like this new vitality, like you've got their mojo working, point blank period. You've got their mojo working. Okay, so this person wants to have a good time with you. They want to take you out. They want to spend time with you here. I feel like some kind of communication's coming in, you know, is what I'm getting. This person sees you as very loving. They see you as highly intuitive. They also see you as very balanced between your head and your heart. Oh my gosh, they're all flying out. Okay, they've been waiting for maybe something monetary to come in before they can let go of whatever responsibilities they have, whatever codependency this person has on them. They're waiting to let it go. Okay, they're waiting to detach. I feel for some of you, this person has already emotionally detached. We do have the death energy here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but this is about going through a transformation, new beginnings. Okay, endings bring in new beginnings. They're waiting. They're waiting to let go of this toxic energy or whatever they feel bound and tied to. Okay, and that can be a person, a place, a thing, a way of thinking, an ex, a sister, a mother, a daughter. I'm getting, again, a very feminine energy, but it can go vice versa. Again, it is general, right? But they're trying to get away from that. They really are. They're trying to detach from that person. Okay, I feel like they feel, you know, sadness because they feel detached from you. They feel like maybe you're no longer in their energy. Look at that. Seven of Swords wanted to come out again. So this is from the 1960s deck. So this indicates to me that, you know, I'm trying to end things. I'm changing. I'm going through this transformation. I'm trying to get away here. This is somebody who's trying to plan, but they need to wait for, you know, maybe some kind of good news to come into them that involves something monetary. I don't have quite enough here. I need to kind of wait. You know, I need to see if I have enough first. And, you know, they could be even siphoning some money from somewhere and trying to put it aside because they've had all the responsibilities and they're trying to also save money. And, you know, it's taking a long time is what I'm getting. Wow, your divine counterpart. For many of you, this is your person, like your soulmate or your twin flame, whatever it is you believe in. This King of Cups is your divine counterpart here with the Queen of Cups is what I'm getting. So this person, you know, has a lot of love for you is what I'm getting, or they will have a lot of love for you. Okay. And this person doesn't outwardly show their emotions. Now, for some of you, and this isn't all of you, you may have been trying to get away from somebody here who is a codependent person on you. Okay? You may have been waiting to let this person go for things to end so that you can have a new beginning. I'm getting all kinds of messages. Let's see what the next cards were that came out. Yeah. Many of you are feeling stuck, bound, and tied to somebody here who can be quite toxic. Somebody who's sneaky. That's for some of you. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Oh, you can hear Frosty and Fender. It's so funny. That's our parakeets. For others of you, this person is definitely waiting for some news to come in financially here so that they can get away from a codependent partner or daughter or, again, sister that has been leaving them stuck. Okay? They may feel responsible for this person. They may have, multiple responsibilities, 5 of Pentacles. So they're feeling this sense of lack. Okay, maybe you have had to leave this person out in the cold. Maybe you've detached emotionally because they went quiet because you haven't heard from this person. They went into hermit mode. Again, feel free to flip the energies if it applies. Let's get their energy on the other deck here. Let's see what's going on. Actually, let's get the major arcana dice first before I forget. Oh, we got the star energy. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, but this means that, we're remaining optimistic. We've been through a very painful time in our life, and the star energy indicates that we're going towards our wishes, our hopes, our dreams, and we're going to continue to feel optimistic about them because we're going towards our destiny here, towards a soulmate, quite possibly, is what I'm seeing here. So it's kind of like, I'm going to figure this out. Even if I have to wait, I'm going to figure this out. So even though this person's feeling stuck or you're feeling stuck, this is somebody determined with the King of Wands, I feel here, to make things happen. OMG, we've got the devil energy again. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. So I feel like, what's hidden from you, quite possibly here too, is again, that there is something that this person is trying to heal from. It can even be an addiction. That can be an addiction to alcohol, to smoking, to porn, to a way of thinking, spending too much money, workaholic, wanting all different kinds of women or men around, like a player type of person. I'm not seeing that per se. However, that being said, we do have a King of Wands here. This is an action taker, but sometimes a King of Wands can indicate that this person is Mr. or Mrs. Suave. But I am getting a very masculine energy from this. They're used to getting attention. So it can be somebody here that is quite dreamy, gets that attention. Okay, but in this case, I feel like this person, is definitely not looking at you that way. They are definitely looking at you like their divine counterpart, because we have the Ace of Pentacles here as well, which tells me that they want something serious with you. This isn't somebody that just wants wham bam, the rest. Finish it down below in the comment section. Wham bam. The Hierophant. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely somebody that already feels attached to you. They do. This is not somebody that just wants a quickie. Thankfully, this is somebody that wants something long-term. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but this is somebody that believes in marriage, commitment, tradition. Okay, again, they feel already attached to you. They feel like you are their destiny. That's what I'm getting with the major arcana dice here right off the bat. Yeah. So they know they have a choice and a decision to make between 2 different people, 2 different directions. When I say 2 different directions, it can be that, you or they live at a distance, a physical distance from each other. It can be the religious factors with the Hierophant is here. Maybe they're more traditional, us water signs, we're a little bit more intuitive. We trust our intuition more. We're not into, not ever. I mean, again, it depends on your upbringing. Okay. So each one of you are going to be different. That's what's, that's what's interesting is that, it's not only your sun side that affects you. It's how you're raised. It's what you've been through. And it's your other placements. It's all those things factor in. Okay. That's why it's important. Oh, by the way, if you want to check out your other placements for free, you can go to astrosofa.com or Cafe Astrology. And then come back and check under the playlist and check for your other placements there. You can get a much wider scope of what could be going on for you if you do that, okay? I highly recommend it. All right, so your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, that's what I do. I check into all of mine and piece it together. And it's, sometimes you can really hit home by listening to the other placements. All right, let's see what's going on with this person you're dealing with or will be dealing with. What is going on with Cancer's person of interest? Oh, there will be a part 2. I forgot to mention, I'm going to dig so much deeper into March. I am going to pull more love messages from your person. I'm going to get clarifiers to see what's going on. And then I'm going to pull the after tarot to find out what's going to go on for the next month as well. See what the possible outcome is for March. Okay. And we're also going to do the fun tarot of SEX, get the intimate messages and see what's going on. I'm just going to dig. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Why is the 9 of Swords here for Cancer's person of interest? They're worried. They're stressed. They're having nightmares. They can't sleep. Oh, maybe they're gaining the clarity about something. They could be gaining the clarity about something. Maybe they're feeling guilty for walking away from you emotionally. It could be. Maybe they had to detach from you. If they had an addiction and they needed to go to some kind of rehabilitation, or if somebody was toxic around them or there was codependent situation, maybe they felt they needed to detach from you, but you gave them this spark and they can't forget you. They're realizing, you know, you're their divine counterpart and they can't forget you. Something's coming to light here. We have the Ace of Swords. They're wanting to tell you the truth about something. That they're detaching maybe from another situation or a codependent situation or maybe a religion that they're in, maybe family. Let's see. What's coming to light here with the Sun from Cancer's person of interest? Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I forgot to mention that as well. If you don't hit that and make sure that's hit, you will never get notified of my readings, okay? And there's so many wonderful channels out there. You may never find me again. Just FYI, there's lots of them out there. Okay, so I feel like this person has been hiding things or keeping secrets and they're feeling guilty about it, okay? It can be that they're feeling guilty because they detached from you, because they felt stuck and they want to tell you the truth now. That's kind of what I'm getting for most of you. But for some of you, they haven't told you the truth about having an addiction to something or somebody having an addiction to them. Why is the Moon and the High Priestess here? That's the keeper of secrets, the High Priestess, the Moon, things that are unknown, trusting our intuition. This person's moving really slow with that Pentacle. Again, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody coming towards you like exceptionally slow. Yeah, it's like they're waiting. Maybe they were hoping you would come towards them. If you emotionally detach from them, maybe they thought that you would go towards them. But if they're already attached to somebody or something, us water signs would never do that. We would never, well, speaking for myself, I guess, but most of us would not, I mean, if we're evolved, most of us would not go towards somebody that's already in an attachment, I'm saying. So they're waiting, but it can be waiting for that good news. You remember I said the Page of Wands is here, and we have the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. So it's almost like I have to wait for some money. There's some ship they're waiting to come in, and I have a feeling, again, it's something monetary. So they've had to move slow. So maybe they're really kind of worried, you know, that you are walking away from this connection because they're taking too long and because they're silent. Well, if somebody's not talking to you or telling you what's going on, what are you supposed to do with that? I mean, you can't wait forever. What is this person waiting for? What does Cancer need to know with the 3 of Wands for Cancer? Wow, King of Swords. They could be going through a divorce or a legal separation here with the 4 of Swords, the King of Swords. Or they're trying to detach or cut out whatever they're feeling bound and tied to, whatever responsibilities they have. What's this King of Swords up to? That can be an attorney, somebody who's highly intellectual, somebody that uses that sword to sever ties. They could be feeling guilty for whatever they're needing to let go of. Okay, they're thinking very, very seriously about making this offer to you, whoever this is. This person may have Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini in their chart. This person's very serious. Okay, this is somebody that is very logical. They could be gaining the clarity that they want to make this offer to you, and part of them is feeling guilty for, you know, making you wait, but they feel like they don't have enough. 5 to the 7 of Pentacles tells me that they're looking at their money, their pocketbook, their bank account, their whatever's going on here, and they feel like they have so many responsibilities, money they're putting out elsewhere, that they feel like they have to wait for this good news, this ships to come in, this money or something here, legal issues quite possibly here, before they can make this offer to you. Okay, they feel like you are their ship here, but they've stayed silent. It's almost like they're worried or scared to tell you the truth. Like this person is living in fear. Let's get the mutual energies. What are the mutual energies, please? Between Cancer and their person of interest. How are they both mutually feeling toward each other in this connection? What do we need to know? What do we need to know about Cancer and their person of interest? What are the mutual energies? Oh, I love it when they fly out like that. Transition. There you go. It makes perfect sense. Because, you know, we have the Lover's energy here. And that's about making choices and decisions here. A divine connection is trying to come in here. And so there's a necessary transition we're going through here. It's a transformation. Again, endings bring in new beginnings. So your person's waiting for something before they can come towards you and make this offer. And I feel like they're really all in their head because they're worried that they're making you wait too long. They've been quiet. They've been silent. They're keeping their emotions hidden here is what I'm getting. And they want to tell you, but at the same time, maybe there's certain secrets here that they don't want to tell you. Again, it can be an addiction they've had. It can be codependency issues they have. Like, I'm getting, though, that this person is already feeling attached to you, and so they're really worried that they're going to lose you is kind of what I'm getting. This person, definitely, both of you, you know, you've seen growth with this person, or you will. Okay, but these are necessary transitions you need to go through. I feel like this connection makes you, or will make you, feel very emotional. Like the emotions will run very high. For some of you, this person or you may have a new job or career prospect here coming. That could be what they're waiting for as well. It can be that they've been building a business. It's not going fast enough, or their current career, maybe they're not getting enough money. They may never be able to, like, barely make ends meet here. It can be that as well for some of you. Yeah, because look at that. It's like you're both very, very focused on your stability at this time. Okay. Some of you, maybe all of you, you know, it's time to meditate, because sometimes that can bring answers as well when you just have peace and calm and time to think to yourself, you know. We do have the Hermit energy here, which definitely indicates that, you know, we want to take the time to ourselves to think about, you know, again, our past, our present, our future. Where does our destiny lie here with the star energy? The star energy also represents that, you know, there's a need to be our true authentic self before you can attract that soulmate. Okay, so that means letting go of your pride and your ego. Maybe this person has a hard time letting go of their pride, their ego. We do have the King of the Wands and the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So this person's evolving, I feel, heading towards Emperor. This person is somebody who can blow hot and cold because they hide their emotions. And because they hide their emotions so well, that's why they blow hot and cold, because they can't seem to filter those emotions. So it comes off like a bit of a roller coaster is what I want to say. All right, let's see the messages that your person would like to say to you, Cancer. All right, first message. Are you ready? Star. Wow. Again, your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. So I feel for many of you, like, as tough as things get, you know, many of you are still very hopeful and optimistic that things will come together the way that they're meant to. And for those of you that aren't, the universe, your angels are trying to tell you, you know, as long as you're being your true authentic self, and you've learned from your past experiences, you will, reap the rewards of meeting somebody here that's meant for you here. There's definitely somebody coming in here for you. It's just that there's certain things with the moon here that you're just not meant to know right now. So you need to trust your intuition, okay? Next message, alone time. Spend some time alone. It will help you gain clarity on your relationship. So perhaps that's what you and this person have done, or you have done, or this person's done. But either way, there definitely is some soul searching going on here. And this is about, shedding your former skin and becoming renewed. Again, the death energy, the star energy. We've already been through a lot. Now we're changing. We're learning from our experiences here is what I'm getting. Okay. Next message, wedding. Ooh, taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. So this is somebody I feel most definitely, like I was saying, that is very slow. And they're worried about that. They're worried that they're too slow, that you may already be emotionally attaching. They're worried they're going to be too late. But again, we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So this is somebody that, really wants to bring your relationship to that next level, depending what your next level is. For some of you, it may be a proposal here with the Ace of Pentacles. That is their intention here. This is somebody that wants long-term and traditional, but they want to take it slow. Okay, and for maybe some of you, it was too slow and you have started to detach. Either way, in part 2, we're going to check out the Seven of Pentacles again, see what we're waiting for March, see if we have any forward progress. I definitely want to check the Seven of Swords in part 2 because twice it's come up. This can be about somebody trying to get away with something. We do have the High Priestess here, the Moon, the Devil energy twice. There's something here that is hidden. So let's really dig on that and find out what it is, okay? And let's find out about the Nine of Swords as well, because there's definitely something that they're in fear about. So is it in fear of you finding out something? You detaching? I'm not really sure. So we're going to need to dig. Okay, so with that being said, Cancer, if this is where you leave me, I will see you next time. For those of you who see me on part 2, upper right hand corner, it'll say part 2 watch now, or you can click the more button. Thank you for your donations. For those of you who donated, it's always appreciated, never expected, whether it was a cup of coffee or whatever, it's just always appreciated, but not expected. Thank you so much. I don't always get a chance to personally thank you, but I try to send you an email or something to respond. So anyways, with that being said, so part 2 down below, you have the option 2 as well to join the Shacy Spiritual Warrior membership family. That gives you unlimited part 2s or individual. Doesn't matter to me. It's an option you all ask for. Both options are there. I thank you very much. I will see you all again next time. Again, for those of you meeting me on part 2, I will be right there. Bye for now.